This issue of the president and the press that's been out there lately, I sent you this earlier. The American Presidency Project at Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara, did an analysis that shows that President Obama has had fewer press conferences, is on pace to have fewer press conferences than his previous two predecessors. And the monthly and average rate that he's been doing these at is less than his three previous predecessors. Is that correct?
Well, I think there are a lot of different ways to slice and dice these numbers. Obviously, the president was just out here 5 days ago doing a news conference with all of you, standing at this podium. So, he does them with some regularity. But there are a lot of different ways to slice and dice the numbers here.
Kind of press conferences, formal press conferences, briefing room appearances, joint press conferences with other world leaders.
Yeah.
I believe it's a fairly credible institution, but the point is that by a couple of different measurements, the president has been much less accessible, I don't want to put an adjective in there, to the press than his previous predecessors.
Yeah. Well,
And of course, there's still time to go, but you don't see it that way, or he doesn't see it that way.
Well, I think the president's done a lot of news conferences. It certainly is your job as you sit here in the briefing room and as you cover the president every day to advocate for more access to the president and for more news conferences and more opportunities to ask him questions. We certainly understand that's part of your job, and that's part of the give and take of that has characterized the relationship between the White House and White House press corps for at least 1 century, probably 2. I think what is also true is that this president has done more one-on-one interviews with reporters, both from the White House and from other places than any of his predecessors. I think that is a testament to the president's desire to try to engage with independent professional journalists who are interested in understanding exactly what he's doing. But look, I don't take any exception to your advocacy for more access to the president. That certainly is part of your job description. Okay, Mark.
Josh,